just firstly, in terms of Palantir, so we've had 3 straight quarters now where they've posted profits. So we're looking pretty good in that respect. But in terms of getting the market to believe in the Palantir story, we've seen obviously a run-up of late, but to really believe in the story, what's it going to take?
I think this is an inflection point call. I mean, if you look, this is the Messi of AI, in my opinion. And what you're seeing with AIP and their AI platform, I think it's a tidal wave of demand that they're starting to see around the corner. And that's really our call here, is that it's probably the best pure play AI name in terms of them monetizing, not just on the government side, but on the enterprise side when it comes to AI. And I think we saw this. It's an inflection point quarter where this remains, in our opinion, one of the core AI names over the coming years.
I'm not sure what Will's talking about when he's talking about get the investors to believe the story. The investors have bought into the hype already. I mean, with these kind of valuations, Palantir needs 30% growth rates to justify what we're talking about here. It's forecast 12%. This thing isn't ready for prime time.
Yeah, but to Will's point, I can say maybe on the retail side, they've been ahead in terms of understanding this story. But in terms of institutional, I think it's very, very skeptical. So I do think they have a lot to prove. But in my opinion, this is going to be an accelerating growth story as we go into the coming years. Because what I see on AI, this is just, we're not even, if we're thinking about a 9-inning game, we're not even in the dugout. And there's a pure play, as a platform play in terms of what Karp and the team have built, I think it's the best one out there. And I think we see across the board just starting to play out right now. And that's why I believe the best is yet to come. I think it's a get out the popcorn moment in terms of where I see the Palantir story going over the coming years. $25 our base case.
Imagine waking up to find that one of the most understated yet revolutionary companies in the tech world has just been given a golden ticket to the big leagues. In a stunning turn of events, Palantir Technologies has not only witnessed explosive growth recently, but also secured a coveted spot in the prestigious S&P 500. This remarkable achievement has catapulted Palantir's stock to new heights, up a staggering 15% this week. Leading voices on Wall Street, including Bank of America's esteemed analyst Mariana Perez Mora, are buzzing with optimism, creating an unparalleled fervor among investors and tech enthusiasts alike. So, what exactly is fueling this meteoric rise? And why are experts dubbing this moment a game changer? Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
Dan, the Messi of AI. I mean, that's a tall order right there.
I think that's really what Karp's built. And in my opinion, it's still undiscovered as just a broader AI play, which is why I believe they're the Messi of AI. I think there's a golden path right now for them to monetize what we view as potentially $1 trillion market opportunity. And I think investors still have not recognized what this golden goose could be.
Yeah, I mean, as we just mentioned, the stocks moved pretty ferociously here in the last couple of months and since the start of the year. When you think about some of these newer AI applications in real time, they're already being applied on the battlefield. Case in point, Ukraine. Palantir is a key example of that. Do you think this is a situation where investors don't fully understand what this company does because so much of it is defense tech? And yes, I realize it's expanding out to the commercial side too, but there's a lot that they can't talk about, for example.
Well, I think that's the biggest misperception. I can tell you, we're talking to many in the 202 area code. The reputation of Palantir speaks for itself in terms of, any sort of operations, 3-letter agencies. Now, if you're an enterprise CIO, and this is the conversations I've had, you're looking toward AI platform approach, Palantir is potentially the first call. And that's why I think in this AI gold rush, what I view as the fourth industrial revolution, of course it's Nvidia, Microsoft top of the mountain with Nadella. You look at second, third, fourth derivatives, right now Palantir front and center. And that's why I think this is a stock. You look at our bull case model, I think this is ultimately $25. And I think as they execute, more investors start to look at it.
Palantir's journey to this point has been one of strategic innovation and relentless pursuit of excellence. While the company's operations may seem enigmatic to the casual observer, its impact on industries ranging from national security to healthcare is unmistakable. With data considered the new oil of the digital age, Palantir has effectively positioned itself as a critical refinery, transforming raw information into valuable insights. This transformative capability has captured the attention of market analysts and investors, making Palantir a stock to watch. Palantir Technologies, often seen as the secretive powerhouse of data mining and artificial intelligence (AI) solutions, has stunned the market with its impressive growth metrics. Let's break it down in layman's terms. If the stock market were a high school, Palantir just got voted most likely to succeed, and everyone wants to sit at their lunch table now. Inclusion in the S&P 500 is no small feat. For Palantir, this achievement signals a drastic re-evaluation of what the company represents. According to Mariana Perez Mora from Bank of America, there's been a fundamental misunderstanding about Palantir's potential. Her revised price target of $50 per share suggests a generous 45% upside. Mora's buy rating comes with substantial data to back her claims. For the second quarter of 2023, Palantir showcased a remarkable 27% year-over-year revenue surge, reaching $678 million. Moreover, the adjusted earnings per share, EPS, catapulted 80% to $0.09. Here's where it gets even more interesting. It was the U.S. commercial segment that stole the spotlight, with a revenue boost of 55% amounting to $159 million. This segment alone now represents 23% of Palantir's total sales, painting a bright picture of its diversified growth avenues. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Palantir's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's a huge retail presence.
Right.
And I think this is one where maybe retail has been ahead of institutional in terms of understanding the actual potential AI story. I can tell you in my conversations today, it's really institutional investors being like, okay, what am I missing in this story? Where is the actual total addressable market opportunity? And can they go from government to commercial? Because I think when you start to look at that, for them is really the opportunity. And if you're a CIO of an enterprise, there's no better reference accounts than those in the 202 area codes.
But what does that look like? I mean, if you think about it, okay, so it's very opaque what they're doing on the military side of it. I'm just curious, what does that look like on the commercial side? Like, what are you seeing there? And especially, I know they're growing some clients and so forth. What are you seeing there?
I'd say from a platform approach, in terms of scale, and in terms of actual use cases, they're probably the first call. I think they're probably in this market the purest AI play out there. Now, they built it, others are coming, but it just speaks to our view. In this fourth industrial revolution, Palantir is going to be a big player.
The first time I ever heard a major company say machine learning came from Palantir. Yeah.
Imagine owning a piece of a company whose customer base in the U.S. commercial segment surged by an incredible 83%, with the remaining deal value exploding by 103%. These aren't just numbers. These are incredible feats of ingenuity and strategic placement. You might say that other companies need to take a number and wait if they're aiming to achieve similar growth. Management's optimistic outlook adds another feather to Palantir's cap. They've increased full-year guidance for the second time this year. Now, the company anticipates a 2024 revenue of $2.75 billion, marking a 23% uplift from previous projections. All these data points converge to pronounce Palantir as a profoundly undervalued stock, especially significant given its forward price, earnings to growth, PEG, ratio of 0.33, when anything below 1 is a hallmark of an undervalued asset. But let's not forget another crucial dimension. Palantir's expertise in AI-driven data solutions has positioned it as a linchpin for modern enterprises across various sectors. Whether it's its role in national security, healthcare analytics, or finance, Palantir's AI capabilities are a game changer. This level of adaptability and innovation makes the company not just a participant, but a leader in the ongoing AI revolution. The company's unique platform, offering highly sophisticated integrative data solutions, stands miles ahead of competitors. This is particularly evident in sectors like defense and intelligence, where Palantir's involvement has proven indispensable. Furthermore, a deeper dive into Palantir's financial health reveals significant strengths. The company's gross margins are impressively high, a testament to its robust business model. Additionally, Palantir's balance sheet remains rock solid, with ample liquidity to fuel its ongoing innovation and expansion. This financial stability acts as a safety net for investors, providing a buffer against market volatility and economic uncertainties. Looking ahead, Palantir is set to leverage its extensive experience in big data analytics to capitalize on emerging opportunities in AI. The company's strategic direction, underpinned by its continual investment in research and development, aims to create breakthrough technologies that could redefine data intelligence. As AI becomes increasingly integral to business operations across the globe, Palantir is poised to be at the forefront of this transformative wave. Moreover, the firm is continuously exploring new alliances and acquisitions to bolster its capabilities, further indicating its forward-thinking approach. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
So I want to talk about the stock for a moment. It has boomed, and you have seen a lot of growth recently driven by commercial accounts, corporate customers. What's driving that?
Well, I mean, America. America is the most meritocratic, competitive market in the world, and so that's obviously a huge advantage for us because our basic claim to fame is the software. Historically, over 20 years, the stuff you're installing isn't going to work. What we're doing will work. It's not, we do it, we've built the software in a way maybe you wouldn't think it should be built, but that is the way it should be built, whether that's been on the battlefield, fighting terrorism, our AI product, and we go across the country and we say, you've installed a lot of things. You obviously see the power of AI. There's a question of what AI is. For some people, it's machine learning. For some people, it's algorithms. To some people, it's how do you actually extract value out of large language models. We will show you our product working in hours, and then you can actually compare it to what you would like to do. And in every other culture in the world, they're still very much driven by ideology of what should work. We have deep experience managing algorithms and now, by extension, large language models because of the work that our product has been used to power in the classified space.
Companies are eating it up.
And companies like it. They like the approach. I think, so one of the most important things that happened in software was large language models convinced people that you could get value out of AI. That's obvious. But they also somehow convinced people software is not a luxury product. It has to work. It's got to move from something that you just paid for to something that improves your margins, improves your ability to organize your business, makes your business more robust. Also, last not least, one of the great dangers of this kind of the world is safe, everything's going to work out, we're all going to get richer and happier and like each other more farce was that the assumptions that your products could be not robust, barely work, thin, add no value, that was a playbook from Silicon Valley onto the commercial space. That playbook has just completely failed. And our view of how you build this is you build something that is more valuable for the partner, whether it's a classified space or a company employing hundreds of thousands of people that will help them.
So there you have it, a compelling argument to consider investing in Palantir Technologies. With its recent ascension to the S&P 500, Palantir isn't just riding a wave, it's creating one. The stock's performance, bolstered by growth in AI-driven data solutions, paints a promising future. Analysts like Mariana Perez Mora have laid out the groundwork for why Palantir could indeed surpass expectations. The company's dedication to innovation, financial robustness, and ethical considerations positions it uniquely well for continued success. As it stands, Palantir's stock is on an upwards trajectory, and projections indicate continued robust growth. Now, over to you. What's your take on Palantir's journey and its potential as a rewarding investment? Share your thoughts with us. Is this just the beginning of a monumental success story? Is Palantir on its way to becoming an indomitable force in the tech industry? Your insights could shed further light on what could become one of the most talked about success stories in modern business history. Don't miss the chance to be part of this exciting evolution. And finally, If you would like to know what companies like Palantir have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen.